Will a win over Canelo put you ahead of Mayweather as the greatest boxer of this generation?
Listen, I leave the opinions to everybody else, but like I said, after this fight, when I defeat Canelo, I'm gonna be on Mount Rushmore. That's where I'm gonna be.
The long-awaited moment is finally here, a showdown between two boxing generations under one roof. On one side stood Floyd "Money" Mayweather, the undefeated legend with a perfect 50-0 record, representing the previous era. Facing him was Terence "Bud" Crawford, the modern star who shocked the world by defeating Canelo Alvarez and earning the top pound-for-pound spot today. For the first time, these two champions came face to face. No more fantasy fights, no more what-ifs. Mayweather and Crawford shared the stage, the cameras, and the bright spotlight. And make no mistake, this wasn't just another press event. It was a moment that will be remembered in boxing history.
Why would you think that I would say Floyd? You know, that's one of my favorite fighters. But yeah, nah.
To understand just how incredible this face-off was, you need to rewind a bit. Before 2025, if you asked anyone who would win between Mayweather and Crawford, most wouldn't even take the question seriously. Floyd was seen as untouchable, the gold standard, the blueprint, the fighter many believed was simply the greatest of all time.
I have 4 arms.
I know.
And 6 eyes to beat Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you? Keyshawn beat Tank?
Keyshawn beat everybody. Him and Shakur.
How you feel about them not fighting each other? That's cool?
Yeah, that's cool. They don't need to fight each other.
Was there anybody ever...
They can beat up everybody else.
Was there anybody ever like that in boxing with you? Because not really Sean Porter, right?
Nope.
No friends in this business for you.
I think Tim Bradley would have been like that.
Okay.
I think me and Tim Bradley would have been like that. I wouldn't have fought Tim.
If the opportunity presented itself against Floyd, you would have, though, even though you admire him so much and he's so great. But you
Floyd, yeah, because I wasn't as close. Me and Floyd close now, but when Floyd was boxing, I wasn't as close with Floyd like I am now.
How do you beat Floyd, though? Like, since nobody's been able to crack that code.
You think I would tell you?
He ain't fighting anymore. So that fight ain't gonna happen.
You gotta have 4 arms.
I know.
And 6 eyes to beat Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you?
I think you got your answer there.
Nah, I didn't hear nothing. Is Floyd better than you? Some fighters say, even like Javante Davis.
Then everything changed with Canelo versus Crawford. Crawford, the smaller fighter moving up in weight, faced a challenge many said was impossible. Yet against all odds, he succeeded. He didn't just survive, he dominated. He didn't win narrowly on points. He controlled the fight and made it look decisive. Crawford didn't just beat Canelo Alvarez, he owned the moment.
Terence Crawford had the ability to fight backwards and stay composed, good defense, hands was always up, countering everything that Canelo was throwing at him. He was just a little more active fight. Canelo did hit him to the body, but it was pretty much all Terence Crawford.
I think some of what we saw from Canelo is what he has to resort to now to fight. Maybe he's dealt with some injuries to where he's not as mobile. It's just the pattern that he's put himself in for the last, 6 to 8 fights. That same pattern is why Bivol was able to get him.
He did not allow Canelo to get inside, man. As soon as Canelo would get into that certain range, he would jab him. We didn't see any like lateral moves where he would throw, push off to the side, as we used to see Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo was almost smothering his shot because he couldn't stay at range with him. And Terence Crawford runs off counter combinations. It would be a wider margin if they fought.
That win turned the boxing world upside down. Almost overnight, Crawford's name wasn't just spoken among the greats. It became a standard of greatness for this generation. Fans, analysts, and even other fighters began admitting it openly. Crawford wasn't just chasing legends anymore. He had become one.
Thank you, GOAT, because you are the GOAT of this era. Terence "Bud" Crawford.
And that's when things got even crazier. After the dust settled, Canelo Alvarez, the only man to have faced both Mayweather and Crawford in their primes, dropped a shocking revelation. Canelo openly admitted that, in his eyes, Crawford was the better fighter.
And lastly for me, champ, in the world of comparisons that we live in right now, if you can compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
For years, Floyd Mayweather has called Canelo easy work, using that win as proof of his legendary skill and dominance. But now, in a surprising turn, Canelo has flipped the narrative, admitting that Crawford fights on a whole different level.
A guy like Canelo, this guy can do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk, easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy. Y'all always disrespecting our fighters.
That kind of statement hits hard for someone like Mayweather, because his entire legacy, his identity, is built on being the best ever. Now, a growing number of fans, analysts, and even former opponents are starting to rank Crawford above him. And everyone knows Floyd's ego is bigger than the MGM Grand itself. So when Canelo's comments went public, Floyd's attitude shifted. He started dropping hints in interviews, teasing that something major was coming. Not another exhibition, not another easy payday abroad, but the real deal, a true professional comeback. For the first time in years, Mayweather admitted he might step back into the ring. And the name on his mind? Terence "Bud" Crawford. This isn't about money. It's about legacy, pride. Mayweather's mission to show the world that, in his eyes, he's still the king, still untouchable.
300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
But here's where the story takes a surprising twist. Before Mayweather can even think about a fight with Crawford, there's another name on his schedule. This April, Floyd is set to return to the ring for an exhibition, and not just with anyone, but with the legendary Mike Tyson.
That fans will watch for sure is you and Mike Tyson. How's training going, Floyd? Talk to me all about this as you get ready to get back in that boxing ring once again.
Well, not really training right now.
Not yet.
You know, the fight is in 2026. We still, ironing out everything, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be exciting for the people and the fans.
Are you going in there to put Mike down and like, hey, this is not, we're going to have fun, we're going to throw a few punches, like I'm taking this seriously and I'm trying to fight Tyson?
I don't know. I just want to give the fans what they want to see, excitement. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be an exciting event.
Let's be honest, that matchup is pure chaos. Floyd, the master of defense and precision, going up against Mike Tyson, one of the most feared knockout artists in boxing history. This isn't about belts, rankings, or records anymore. It's about spectacle, pride, and unresolved rivalry. And make no mistake, the tension is real. Tyson has never hidden his disdain for Mayweather, calling him arrogant, mocking his style, and promising that if they ever meet in the ring, he'll go for a violent finish. For Floyd, this fight is about building momentum. If he steps in and looks sharp against Tyson, it ramps up the hype for a possible Crawford showdown. But if Tyson lands that signature shot and dominates him, the dream disappears instantly. No one wants to see a 50-0 legend, fresh off a loss to an older Tyson, test himself against a prime Terence Crawford.
The greatest of all time, Evander Holyfield. Mike Tyson announced he's fighting Floyd Mayweather in 2026. What do you think of that fight overall?
Well, kind of different, the size-wise. I'm by, Tyson's heavyweight, and I think weatherweight.
Right.
So it's.
Is it a real fight? Do you think? Do you think fans should take it serious? Is it a real fight, Mayweather and Tyson?
I couldn't think it was real. Because the fact of the matter, he's a lot bigger than guy. So it's weight makes a difference.
One of the all-time greats, Evander Holyfield, was recently asked about Mike Tyson's announcement that he plans to face Floyd Mayweather in 2026. When questioned about the matchup, Holyfield didn't hesitate. He focused on the obvious, the size difference. Tyson is a natural heavyweight, while Floyd has spent his career around welterweight. So naturally, the question arises, is this even a real fight? Should fans take it seriously? Holyfield's answer was blunt. I can't see it being real.
Speaking of boxing, do you think Floyd's the GOAT?
Oh, undeniably. I don't even think it's close. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
As far as like an actual fighter for fight, like fight for fight, pound for pound, Floyd, how can he not be the greatest? Like as far as like he's never lost. He's the greatest defensive fighter without a doubt.
Not even close.
I don't even think it's a debate.
It's not a debate.
Floyd's been hit hard maybe 4 times in his career.
It's not a debate.
He's touched the floor 1 time, bro.
It's not a debate.
How do you fight 50 times and touch the floor once?
Even Terence Crawford has admitted that Mayweather's defensive skill is unmatched. And when Bud talks about Floyd, you can hear it. His tone shifts. There's real respect in his voice, a clear admiration for the man who perfected the art of avoiding punches.
What makes Floyd the best, so unique, something that we have not seen before?
His defense and his instincts. I think Floyd had the best defense in boxing history.
Better than Sweet Pea?
Yeah, definitely.
Because you know Sweet Pea has some defense.
But
Sweet Pea had defense, but he in that offense like Floyd.
I look at, I say he got more defense than Sweet Pea because he got hit less.
Yes.
You know, Sweet Pea had more head movement, so Sweet Pea was better at slipping punches, making you miss.
Right.
But Floyd on defense, like catch, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
You know, Floyd hands down. Then making you pay, catching counter, catching, slipping. You know what I mean? Like hitting you with shots that you don't see. Like that's where Floyd mastered. You know, hit and not get hit.
Floyd was the fighter Crawford studied closely, the one who influenced parts of his style and mindset. But Crawford isn't just a copy of Mayweather. He's created his own identity. His greatness comes from blending the technical mastery with a unique mix of switch-hitting aggression and a natural finishing instinct.
Like Floyd's career, like him coming up in the era that he came up in, he had all them champions that he was able to fight. And that's what led him to be so great, you know, because he fought the most champions, beat the most champions, you know, got the most money for beating the most champions. So it's just like, man, he had this guy, back to back to fight, one after one.
That's a wrap for today's video. If you enjoyed the breakdown, be sure to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's coming next. Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.